Good morning, students. Our today's topic is revenue. Before going to revenue, we have left three topics in a cost. They are social cost, private cost, and real cost. So, first, the private cost. The private cost is that cost which incurred privately by the enterprises. These costs are borne bear by the private individuals, producers, uh, purchase of raw material, payment of wages, salary, taxes, direct taxes, indirect taxes, duties, and there are various expenses which the private enterprises holds. So that cost which is paid by the producer is a private cost, or you can say explicit cost can be included in the private cost. There is another cost, social cost. Due to the industrial establishment, production process, industrialization, or with the development of industrial sector, some cost is beared by the society also. With the increase of productions, factories, enterprises, lot of demerit comes from the production sector, like pollution, noise pollution, air pollution, water pollution, and different types of other demerits. These demerits are borne by the society, common person, common people. So the cost which is beared by the common person, common people, or a society, that cost is called social cost. This is an external cost of the production function. ये प्रोडक्शन यूनिट की बाहरी कॉस्ट है जो प्रोड्यूसर बियर नहीं करता है, समाज के लोग उस कीमत को चुकाते हैं, जैसे कि विभिन्न प्रकार का प्रदूषण जो प्रोडक्शन फंक्शन के कारण उत्पन्न होता है। एक और कॉस्ट रहती है द रियल कॉस्ट। So, the real cost is the cost of internal and external, means private cost and social cost दोनों मिलकर के real cost होती है। That is the cost beared by the producer, a private person, by paying the wages, salary, and purchasing of the raw material, or we can say explicit cost, plus the cost beared by the society, that is an external cost, that both the sum is equal to the real cost. Now, our next topic is revenue. Students, when the goods are produced, the cost is incurred in it. जब कोई वस्तु बनती है तो उसमें लागत लगती है, ये लागत उत्पादन के साधनों को पेमेंट करने से मिलती है। मगर जब उत्पादित वस्तुएं so produced goods are sold for in the market, तो the supplier gets a payment for that selling, उसकी कीमत उसको मिलती है, एक कॉस्ट जो इसमें लगी प्रोडक्शन में, और उस कॉस्ट से ऊपर अपना वो प्रॉफिट लगा करके उसको मार्केट में बाय इंक्लूडिंग ऑल डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस ही सेल्स इन द मार्केट। सो व्हेन ही सेल्स इन द मार्केट द फाइनल गुड्स, द रेवेन्यू इज रिसीव्ड बाय द प्रोड्यूसर। सो रेवेन्यू इज द रिसिप्ट, मॉनेटरी रिसिप्ट ऑफ सेल ऑफ द गुड्स। पैसे के रूप में मिलने वाली पावती या रिसिप्ट जो प्रोड्यूसर या सेलर को वस्तुओं को बेचने से मिलती है, इसको राजस्व या रेवेन्यू कहते हैं। सो द रिसिप्ट्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मनी ऑफ द सेल ऑफ फाइनल गुड्स इन द मार्केट ओनली, so that is the receipt. Now the receipt is of three types: total receipts, average receipts and marginal receipts, or total revenue, average revenue or marginal revenue. So the total revenue is the total monetary receipt received after the total sale. समस्त वस्तुओं को बेचने से जो मॉनेटरी रिसिप्ट्स मिली, दैट इज़ द टोटल कॉस्ट। सो एक वस्तु को बेचने पे उसको यदि ही गेट्स 5 रुपीज़ एंड फॉर द 2 ही गेट 10, इफ ही सेल मोर गुड्स ही विल गेट मोर रेवेन्यू। दिस टोटल रेवेन्यू इंक्रीजेस विद द इंक्रीज ऑफ टोटल सेल। जैसे जैसे टोटल सेल बढ़ेगी वैसे वैसे टोटल रिसिप्ट्स या टोटल रेवेन्यू बढ़ती है। सो टोटल रेवेन्यू को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए वी मल्टीप्लाई प्राइस विद द टोटल गुड्स सोल्ड। कुल कितनी वस्तुएं बिकी और उसकी कीमत क्या थी, इफ वी मल्टीप्लाई दैट वी गेट द टोटल रेवेन्यू। सो टोटल रेवेन्यू हैज़ अ टेंडेंसी, उसका एक कैरेक्टर होता है कि विथ इंक्रीज ऑफ टोटल सेल द टोटल रेवेन्यू इंक्रीजेस। जैसे जैसे हम वस्तुओं को ज़्यादा बेचेंगे वैसे वैसे टोटल रेवेन्यू बढ़ती जाएगी। सपोज इफ वी सेल वन गुड एट ₹4 वी विल गेट 4 रुपीज़। इफ वी गेट द प्राइस, इफ द प्राइस इज सेम, अगर प्राइस सेम है तो for the 2 goods we will get 8, for the 5 goods we will get 20, and for the 10 goods we will get 40, and for 100 goods we will get 400 rupees if the price is same. So total revenue increases with total sale. Total revenue is received by price multiplied by total sale. So the next cost, the next is average revenue. Average revenue is received from total revenue. The total revenue divided by total sale is equal to average revenue. Average is calculated from total. So at one sale the total revenue was 10. So average revenue is 10 divided by 1 equals to 10. If average total revenue at 2 goods of sale is equal to 20 rupees, then average will be 20 divided by 2 equals to 10. If the total receipt या total revenue from 3 goods of sale equals to 27, then the average revenue will be 27 divided by 3, that is 29. So average revenue is received by dividing total revenue by total sale. The next is marginal revenue. As we have earlier read about the marginal, this marginal is very important in the microeconomy. Either it is marginal utility or marginal production or marginal cost, or it may be marginal utility. So definition is pretty near about same. The additional increase in the total revenue due to additional increase in the sale is marginal revenue. एक अतिरिक्त गुड्स को बेचने पर जो टोटल रेवेन्यू में अतिरिक्त बढ़ोतरी होती है उसे हम मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू कहते हैं। Suppose at one sale it was total revenue was 10, and after the second sale we get 20 revenue. So additional increase is 20 minus 10, that is 10. और अगर हम एक और वस्तु बेचते हैं, 3 वस्तु बेचते हैं, तो टोटल रेवेन्यू हमको 27 मिलती है, तो 20 से 27 एडिशनल इंक्रीज हुआ ड्यू टू एडिशनल इंक्रीज ऑफ 2 to 3. So the additional increase is 27 minus 20 equals to 9. So additional increase in the total revenue due to additional sale in a revenue is called marginal revenue. Students, here in the revenue sector, it is very important to study the market, because the revenue is received under the sale, and the sale differs or the revenue differs in a different types of market. So revenue and market are interrelated if the price of the commodity is equal, same, it does not change. अगर बाजार ऐसा है, the market is a such type of market where there is a uniform price. अगर uniform price होती है, then there is a uniform increase in the total revenue. Total revenue एक average speed से rate से बढ़ता है, that is in a graph almost 45-degree angle. And the average revenue and marginal revenue is always equal to the price of the commodity. एक example देखें, if the price is 5 rupees for one good and it do not change, the price of the goods is uniform, it does not change, either you purchase one good or you purchase 100 goods or you purchase thousands and millions of goods, the price remains same. If then the price is 5, total revenue will increase with multiplication of 5. It is a table of 5 suppose. Then the average revenue will be always 5, and marginal revenue, the additional increase in the total revenue is that 5 rupees. So marginal revenue and average revenue remains equal in such type of market. So it is important to know the relation of average revenue and marginal revenue and total revenue. The relations of these three revenue, total revenue, marginal revenue, average revenue, depends upon the form of market. So in a different market, the marginal and average revenue have a different type of tendency or a character. But basically, the average revenue and marginal revenue has a decline tendency, decreasing tendency. In monopolistic competition market, in monopoly market, in duopoly market and oligopoly market. So, and in the perfect competition market, the average revenue and marginal revenue remains equal, that is parallel to x-axis. So there are different types of market, and we will interrelate this revenue with the market.